everybody, and welcome back to Positively Kimmy. I am Kimmy. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much for being one. I really appreciate you. And if you're new here, I would appreciate it if you enjoy my content, if you could smash the subscribe button below and get notified of all my uploads. I am going to be uploading more often. I have a lot to do, so welcome. Okay, if anyone saw my Shein haul, this happens to be the top I can't get up from Shein. It is very pretty, but I find myself going like that all day long. Again, you can wear it however you want, but it's a beautiful, beautiful shirt, and I'm wearing it with a pair of jeans, and it looks amazing. So what we're going to do first is, today I want to go through 25 of my palettes, what I like about them, what I don't like about them. Maybe you guys can give me some input and tell me what you think about them. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of these aren't popular, and they're not popular opinion, but I'm giving you my honest opinion. So that's what you'll get when you get here. Okay, so I'm going to start backwards. It all just fell. I'm going to start backwards, and I'm going to go for the ones I like the least to the ones I like the best. Okay, so the one I'm going to start with, very old-fashioned looking palette, but this is, can you see, Profusion, and it's the In the Nude. Now, it is pretty. It does have some mattes and some shimmers. You don't really notice the shimmers, but I will tell you my two favorite colors on this palette, I'm a green person, are these two greens and this yellow up there. So I'm going to swatch them, and I'm not going to do that to every palette because we'll be here forever. I suck at swatching, but I'll show you what they look like on the fingers. So this is those three. Very, very pretty if you're into greens. And we're going to go like that. Yellow one's not very pigmented, but they make a gorgeous, gorgeous look. I suck at swatching. Okay, so that's why that's at my bottom. The colors aren't vibrant. It takes a lot of buildup, and then you still don't get anything phenomenal. So that's Profusion. Now the next one might surprise everybody. It's from Colourpop, and it's the Nomad Palette. And I keep it in a plastic bag. And the reason I keep it in a plastic bag is the same reason I don't like it. The color story is unbelievable. The colors are like butter. However, the fallout is real. I mean, look, it's just, it's so glittery and so beautiful. But when I tell you the fallout is real, let's go to, the colors are absolutely stunning. But they will get all over you, so try. I think I swatched one. I can't do that. Here, those are the swatches of those three. I will learn to swatch sometime during this. I did really well with swatches yesterday, but the Nomad palette, just for me, I don't know if I have a palette that's just not packed as nicely, but it's a beautiful color story. It just, the fallout is everywhere, so you have to do your eye makeup first. You have to like really, really get the glitters off if you're planning on using the glitters, and it's why I don't like that one. So we're up to 23, which would be, again, probably not very popular. Any of the Lorac palettes, most of them anyway, are for cool tone people. I am not a cool tone person. However, I really liked this palette. I'm always looking for a good bronzy palette. Okay, the problem is, and I think you can see, like right here, it swatches okay, but it's just, it's hard. It's a hard palette to use. And we'll try over here. We'll go over here. See, I mean, the colors don't really show up. This one did because it's more on the brown side, but I don't find myself reaching for it. I have other neutral palettes that I absolutely love, and those are higher up on my list. Okay, so the next one might surprise some people because it's a beautiful palette again. Ace Beauté, the Scarlet Dusk palette. You can tell it's never ever really even been swatched, just occasionally. I don't like it. It's a little too bright. I'm not really sure where to go with it. I'm not really a color type of girl. I like my greens, I like my purples. I'll sometimes do pinks. This one, for whatever reason, I just don't reach for it. You might like it, that's awesome. If it works for you, drop me down some looks that I can try, because I've always found I have a hard time with this one. Okay, now the next one I'm gonna do, I absolutely love this. It's been loved. This is by Flower Beauty, and it is called Petal Play. The reason it's so far down on my list, because it's absolutely, see, it says flower right there. Can you see that? Not really. Okay. The reason it's so far down on my list is because you only have 4 colors, and the 4 colors are all very, very similar except for this one. So this would go in your inner third. This would be a crease color. This is a shimmer, and this maybe you could use as a lid color also, or your inner highlight. So there's not much you can do with one of these quads. Again, that's why it's on near the bottom of my list. Okay, now, one of my, let me see, I have this, okay, I'm going to skip around, is my Nomad Palette. Love my Nomad Palette. I got this from my sister a couple years ago, and the second she opened it up, I stole it back. The colors are beautiful, beautiful. They swatch amazing. Like if you're into a grunge green, this is where you're gonna live. You're gonna live there, you're gonna live here, and we're gonna go for a gray. Okay, these are shimmers. My only problem with that palette, let's here, it'll go like this. I mean, look at those swatches. I'm getting better. They're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. It gives you a very grungy look. So if you're into a grungy green or something darker, it is gorgeous. I mean, it's truly gorgeous. Whoops, see? My only problem is I think out of this whole palette, there are only two mattes, and that would be this one and this one. Beautiful colors. I think you needed a little bit more of a brown matte, and it would have been perfect. It would have been way, way up on the list. Okay. One of my other favorite palettes is, oh, okay. Now, again, this is not going to be, here we go. Where is it? Where did it fall? Oh, okay. This is it. Sorry about that. It's a Mood by Colourpop. I had seen somebody do a look which was gorgeous. It was blue. It was phenomenal. I figured, okay, I can do that. Didn't like the way it came out. Beautiful, beautiful palette. Look at these colors. They swatch beautifully. They also, if you cannot figure something out, up and down in the rows are how you would make a look, or you can do whatever you want, but they give you like some guidance for whatever reason on the planet. I cannot figure out what to do with this. I have used the peaches, I have used the greens, but it's not something I gravitate to because every time I try and go do something, it just does not come out nice on me. I don't know if it's me, I don't know if it's the palette doesn't like me, Colourpop. I wanted this to be my summertime palette. It has everything you need. It had the blues, it has the purples, it has the corals, it has the yellows. Don't like it. Okay, so the next one is a surprising one. It's by Revolution Beauty, and it's a color book. We're getting more towards my favorite palettes. I love this one. I really do. On one side is all matte. This is the matte side. It has a little divider, and this side is all shimmers. It's a beautiful green-blue palette. There's so much you can do with it. Again, you're limited by color choices, but there is a lot you can do with it. You could do all matte, you can do shimmers. I mean, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous palette. So that's the next one. After that is my Violet Voice Essentials 2. Most of you probably have this. Again, there are 3 mattes, and the rest are pops of color. You can do so much with this palette. It doesn't look it, but the shimmers are absolutely beautiful, and you can always put a pop of color like on your inner corner. You could do your lid. You could. There's just so much you can do with this. It is such a pretty palette. Now, this is going to surprise some of you. I think I'm up to 15. This is 15 for a reason. It's also by Colourpop, and I had to have this palette. Had to have it. It was always sold out. Finally, when it wasn't sold out, I got it, and it's the Gather Around Sisters. Okay. This is just a me thing. I'm sure everybody else doesn't have the same problem I do. It doesn't look so dark in here, but every single time I go to use this palette, I come out with the darkest looks. I mean, you have the wines, the berries, the greens. You also have the golds and stuff. And this is my favorite color of ever. This very, very light one. And it has just a little sparkle in there. I don't know if you can see that, but it is beautiful. Can you see that? I don't know. No, you really can't see it, but it's beautiful on the lid. You could wear it alone if you're having like a no makeup type day. But my reason that it is only at number 14 is because I just go ham on this, and I start off doing a light look, and every single time I end up with a dark smoky look, which is appropriate for Halloween, but maybe not every day of the week when you're running to the grocery store. So that's why that one's there. I know there's going to be issues with this, but I love this palette. It is near and dear to my heart. This one I had just gotten in, and it's by Ocana. I think that's how you say it, and it's the Sundowners. It is a gorgeous fall palette. You will see me rocking this. I've already done it. It is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, and the shimmers are pigmented, and this yellow in here, I mean, look at that. It is so hard to make a yellow. Everybody knows that. We're going to go over here now. There's that one. I mean, look at that. Look at that yellow. The other color didn't come out very well. That's me. It's not the palette. The palette is stunning. It is stunning. It is very pigmented. It is easy to use. This I look at, and I can do a very wearable light look, or I can go and do a whole smoky look. This is so versatile, and I absolutely love it, and the pigmentation is phenomenal. The next one I had to put in was Smashbox, and this is the Cover Shop Major Metals palette. Love this. Love this. If you like that metallic metal type, oh my god, this is absolutely gorgeous. This color on top you could use as a highlighter. Okay, whatever reason, nothing's swatching on me. This, I mean, look at this. Oh, there it is. That's why you couldn't see it, because I didn't have it where I swatched it. That was that one. That's that one. I mean, the colors are stunning. Stunning. Look at that. Look at that pigmentation. They're beautiful. So if you like the bold, metallic type looks, this is right up your alley. I mean, you're limited because they are all metallics, but come on, who does not like a bright metallic eye? I live for it. I absolutely live for it. I like glitter. I like metallics. That's me. I'm that bitch. Okay. My next one is one of my favorite nude palettes. Nude, not new. It's by Laurella, and it is called In the Nude Palette. It's a 9-pan palette that swatches beautifully. If you've never tried Laurella, their prices are excellent, and their formulation is also excellent. There we go. Okay, so you have in here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 mattes and 4 shimmers, and this gorgeous black, which you can use as like for your eyeliner to darken it up. This one down here, this brown gold, is gorgeous. The one in the middle you can use as a highlighter. I mean, it's like got that silvery tone to it. I use this all the time. I think it's awesome. Can you see the white? The white, I don't know if you can see it. There you go, maybe. Okay, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And no one, basic. If you're basic, or if you want to do the smoky look with this, you have options. You have a lot of options with this new palette, and it's stunning. My next palette is from Glam, and I wanted to try some of their makeups. I have their lipsticks, which are amazing. Their liquid blushes, also very good. But I picked this palette because, again, I'm a green girl. I like greens on my eyes, but it's a green yellow. And this one in the middle is so interesting, this color. It is a metallic green, light green, and this one right here is like a lime green, and they come out very different. And this is like a blue-green, gray even, if you will. Okay, we're gonna go over here. Huh, not so bad. But see, I mean, they're beautiful. They're absolutely stunning. They're absolutely beautiful. I think everybody should have this palette. I think it's very wearable. There's so much stuff you can do with it, and the greens are amazing, and so are the yellows. The yellows are amazing as well. Okay, so now we're at the final 10. And again, some of these you're not going to agree with, but for me, they work. Things that work for you might not work for me, so just be kind in the comment section. The next one I'm going to do is the iconic London, I don't know if you can see it, it's embossed palette. It's the Day to Slay eyeshadow palette. When I tell you, again, very much loved. You can see how much love this palette's gotten. The shimmers are incredible in this, and the mattes are phenomenal, and it's very, very pigmented, and I think it's a very overlooked palette. Merlot, okay, this is one of my favorite, and this is Closing Party, one of my favorite. Let's go back to Merlot for a minute. They're absolutely beautiful. So this is Merlot, look at that, and this is Closing Party. They are absolutely stunning. And I just got rid of, makeup wipes, hang on. Now the iconic London palette I had gotten in BoxyCharm. Wasn't crazy about it when I first got it until I used it. So if you have this hidden gem, use it. You'll thank me for it. The next one is by Too Faced, and of course it's a pretty rich palette, also a very loved palette. I have hit pan on a few of the colors. You have a mirror up here, which is awesome. I'm not going to swatch this. Most of you probably know what they look like by now, but every row is a color story. But you can also mix and match. I know some people are like, oh, well, you know, it's so basic, you can only do 4 looks. No, you can do a lot more than 4, and they come out beautiful, and Too Faced is a great formula. Who are you kidding? So that's a pretty rich palette. The next one is not one that you probably will know. It's called She Makeup. Not by Shein, by She Glam. This is She Makeup, and I believe it might be a beauty concepts palette, and it's called Sparkle Dreams, and it's pressed glitter. If you don't use pressed glitter, I completely understand. It's not intended for eye use. However, I have not had a problem. It has a mirror, unicorn, and look, I have hit pan on a lot of these also. These are beautiful, beautiful colors. And I'm going to take the Drift, which is this blue right there. I mean, look at that. And we'll take this orange down here. And I mean, they are absolutely stunning. And they are so pigmented. I mean, who does not want this on your eye? Again, I'm not suggesting that you do it, but I'm telling you, it is an amazing palette. And that's why it's up as high as it is, because it finishes off any look that you want. I'm not wearing it right now, but it does. It's very pretty. My next one is Physio in this little peachy thing. It says Minex something in French, I'm assuming. I don't understand it, don't know what it is. I call it the Physio Peach Palette. It has the cutest little thing. You open it up like that, has a mirror. And look at these colors. They're stunning. They are absolutely stunning, and they look beautiful. And this is my peach palette. That's what I call it. Now, the last 4, I guess, 5. No, we still have a few. Okay. Is the Violet Rust. Once again, the Olive You Forever palette. Also got it in BoxyCharm. I told you, I'm a green girl. So we have neutrals, we have greens. I do a different look every time I use it. This is perfect for your outer corner. These are just amazing. The browns are beautiful. It blends amazing. Violet Rust has amazing formulas. Definitely check her out. Okay, my next one, again, is the Laurella palette. It's spelled L-U-R-E-L-L-A, and it's a Stay Neutral palette. Yes, it's a big palette. It has a lot. I don't know how many, but I'm assuming it's a lot of shadows. I use this all the time. Again, perfect for summer, fall, winter. Do you see how gorgeous these are? I mean, if you want a starter, if you're starting out as a makeup artist and you want something really, really nice and this is it. This is it. The formula is beautiful. It blends beautifully. It has a whole bunch of different colors. I'm going to do a matte, and then I'll do, this one's called Trick. And I'm going to do a shimmer. This is a matte, obviously this is a shimmer. Matte, shimmer. Look at those. Look at that pigmentation. It's an amazing palette. If you ever have a chance to pick up a Laurella palette and you want one that is very versatile, this is the one you want. I just ran out of, okay. Now the very next one is by Hip Dot. I have this up, Hip Dot. It is so small. It is called Press Powder. It's called 1EO2. I have no idea what that means, but it has 3 shades in it. And the reason I have it up so high is because of the formulation. You can see it's a well-loved palette, but you can't do anything with it but the 3 looks. So if you, this is the matte, another matte, and the shimmer is just, those are those 3. Look at that. I'm getting better at my swatching. This is the shimmer. I mean, it is just a beautiful, beautiful palette. The colors are absolutely stunning. They're like a reddish brown almost. Maybe even like a mauve, but I think more of a reddish brown. And it is beautiful. I found this online, and I wish I could find out or remember where I found it, because I would get a ton of them. The formula is amazing. Now, I've had a Hip Dot palette that I did not like, and it was a, I think 9 or 12 pan. I think it was 12 pan. Did not like that. This, amazing, amazing. Okay, my very last 3. Oh, it's so hard between these ones. All right, we're gonna go with the Cara Beauty. I just got this recently in a subscription box that I had told you guys about. The subscription box is called Blink Wink Box, and this came in it. And look at this. It's metallic. So you get 2 palettes for the price of 1, which is why it's up as high as it is. Plus, I mean, look, this is that side, and this is the purple side. And look at that. You could travel with this. I mean, there's so much. These, they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. They're absolutely stunning. I will do the, I'm going to do this one right here and this one, and those are the difference in the colors. And then for the purple ones, I'm going to do a shimmer, and I'm going to do the dark one, and those are those. Let's do, okay, so these are the Hip Dot. These are the 2 in the purple palette, and these are the 2 in the turquoise palette, turquoise blue. They look similar. They are not. They are completely different. They are absolutely stunning. They are beautiful. And again, if you have a chance, I would sign up for this beauty box. It's the same as BoxyCharm Base, but it's called Blink Wink Box. The only thing I don't like about them is I don't like their website. You can't tell when something is shipped, and you can't go look at past boxes, but it's everything for your eyes. So you get eyeliner, you get mascaras, you get false eyelashes, and you're guaranteed at least a palette. And this is a 2-for-1, and you cannot go wrong with it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful on. Okay, so the next one is by Colourpop again. The Child palette. It is stunning. Again, you know I'm a green girl. And these colors are beautiful. They are more cool toned, which I usually do not gravitate towards, but I can do so much with this palette, and I have done a lot with this palette, and it is absolutely stunning. The mattes are stunning. It's Colourpop formula. You know what that's like. I mean, you really, really don't ever have a bad Colourpop palette, except for maybe Mulan, and that's only because of the fallout. Now, the last palette is my absolute favorite, and it's by Cara Beauty, and it's called the Picante Palette. It's what I'm wearing on my eyes. Now, I can do a million looks with this one palette, and I've hit pan on a lot of it. You can see how loved it is. I mean, it is just beautiful. You can use fall, spring, desert eyes. I mean, it is just, it's everything. This color I'm not going to swatch because I put pan on it and I need to get a new one. That's how you know a palette's great, because you just need a new one when it runs out or before it completely runs out. The colors are absolutely beautiful, and you cannot go wrong with any of these in this palette. I mean, it's just absolutely stunning. And you get so many looks. You have purples, you have oranges, you have golds, and you have greens. And look at that. Look at that shimmer. You see that? This is hands down my absolute favorite palette. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed it. I would like your thoughts and opinions on if you think something should have been ranked higher, if you think something should have been not included, and what your favorite palettes are. And I'd love to give them a try. I have more palettes. I figured this is going to be a long video, so that's why we're stopping when we're stopping. You guys all have a blessed day, and make sure you stay positive, make sure you stay grateful, make sure you stay thankful, and make sure you stay you. Bye.